front seat to industry professional interviews in the exciting video conferencing and video collaboration space. Let's get started.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to HuddleCamHD. Let's Chat Live.
Today is episode 6 of Let's Chat Live. Thank you for joining us today.
We're excited to share the USB2Air, the world's first wireless USB 2.0 extension system built for web conferencing, live video communications, and we're going to show this to you in just a moment here. The USB2Air, among all of our conference cameras, is a wireless USB 2.0 system that is available for extending connectivity from USB 2.0 webcams, speakerphones, touchscreens, all kinds of things.
Yeah, a really convenient product. If you're looking to eliminate some of those wires, plug and play, easy to use. It's familiar because it is USB 2.0. And we're going to show you some demonstrations on some products that we have tested and paired with this device.
So here the device is here, as you can see, it plugs directly into my laptop. So it's really just a USB 2.0 connection with what's called a transceiver. So this transceiver here, this is called the host input. And the host input is plugged into your computer, and then there is a Windows-based driver that is installed on a Windows computer, and that connects to the transceiver that we have down here, plugged into a Logitech camera. So let me show you that a little closer. So the HuddleCam USB2Air, as you can see here, is also plugged into the transceiver down here. So as you can see, this is the host one, and then the transceiver is plugged into a Logitech C920 we have it plugged into. So this is a great way to make a webcam wireless. As you can see right here, this is the device side of things. So the device, the host is up there plugged into my laptop, and then down here we have the webcam plugged in directly to the device side of the wireless connection. So from here to here, we can go 25 to 30 feet, and it is completely wireless from the webcam to the setup. So let's go ahead and show you that. But before we get started, I want to show you a diagram that shares the bandwidth that we have, because that's the technical side of things. Before we get into the top 10 uses of this, there's a diagram that shows how much bandwidth video, because that's what most people want to use for this, is video, 1080p video, for example. So we have roughly 30 megabits of data between the two transceivers. So your computer and the USB hub that can connect devices wirelessly to it. So as you can see here where my feet are right here, we have 1080p is about 12 megabits per second, and that is compressed at H.264. So if we're using really high quality 1080p, it can be 8 to 12, let's say 10 megabits per second. That means we can actually pull in, one camera and then maybe another lower bandwidth option such as a microphone. So what do you think, Tess?
Yeah, I think that this is... Wait, is there 4 transceiver ports that you can have with the product?
As of right now, we're just doing it just point to point.
Just point to point for now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you come back over here and let's start the show, say hi to everybody in the chat, and get the show on the road.
Sounds good. So one of the things I'd like to do today is just do a quick wiring diagram to show the way that this is all set up. It's just very straightforward, but I think it'll make a lot of sense when we do this. So you can see here, this is the host side of things right here. And then this is the device over here. So it really makes it simple. So over here, we've got the host. And over here, we have the device. And this is all USB 2.0. So device, host, USB has those little connections. This is plugged into my computer over here. This is a Windows computer. And over here, this is plugged into, and I'll show it just a little better there. That's a hub. So it's a USB 2.0 hub. You can plug a hub into it. But you have to be careful about the bandwidth that you're using. But that's a USB 2.0 connection that allows you to plug in any device that you'd like. And what we have is a cable that goes to a Logitech webcam. Logitech has
Should we mount it?
H.264. What?
Should we mount the webcam, you think?
Yeah,
Well, no, we could just leave it there.
that's fine there, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you can see it there. It's plugged in. So now this is completely wireless. From basically 20 to 30 feet, but it's point to point, so it does need to have direct line of sight from one to the other. And
Okay.
it's completely wireless. You have 30 megabits per second of data transmitting both ways, so from your computer. And we've had people use this with cameras, with microphones, speakerphones,
Touchscreens.
touch screens. In fact, we have a quick little video showing the top 10 uses of this product that has gone out there to the wild. It's been out for almost a year now. So let's show some of the different ways people have been using this. So some of the top 10 uses are, and one of my favorites is a wireless video production controller.
Nice.
So USB keyboards that are used in
That's X keys, right?
streaming. Yep,
That one.
we have that
Videos
here.
bring me back.
Here's a wireless Polycom speakerphone used with Skype for Business, and that's a really popular one. Here's a wireless frame grabber. So that takes HDMI or HDSDI and brings it into USB.
Wow, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that
That's
was
crazy.
a while ago. We did that one. Here's another great one, wireless USB to HDMI. So there are USB to HDMI adapters that allow us to do a complete wireless touchscreen.
You mounted that to the wall too.
Yeah. And then we have a wireless controller. So you can actually wirelessly control cameras with a RS-232 to USB adapter. Wireless document camera. Document cameras that are USB can now be made wireless. The Phoenix Audio speakerphones are quite popular to make wireless, to have a wireless connection to there. A wireless touchscreen, one of my favorites here, allowing us to completely have a USB touchscreen now wireless to the table. Wireless conference camera, obviously, very popular. And then finally, probably the most popular, what we're showing today, is the wireless Logitech webcam.
Great, let's show it in action. Real quick question before we move on, though, from Rodrigo. We have a number of USB 3 PTZ cameras from HuddleCam. Is the USB 2.0 device compatible?
Not at this point. We are working on a USB 3.0 model. I'm not sure when that will be available. At this point, we're just using USB 2.0. Kyle Gunderman, I know one of the customers we've worked with, has used this in classrooms and connected them to touchscreens using the USB HDMI video adapter, and it also passes USB control. So that's one of the scenarios. If I can actually draw that scenario out really quickly, I want to draw this out because Kyle's mentioning probably another one of the most popular uses. So again, USB device on this side.
So are we talking about like a smart board
Can you
in
do a
this
computer?
situation?
Yes, exactly. So here's our computer. And then on this side, again, about 30 feet. On this side, we have it connected to a USB hub. And out of that USB hub, this is the way that Kyle uses it, USB to HDMI. That's kind of cool. A lot of people don't know that exists, but you can take USB and go out to HDMI and plug it into a projector. And everyone knows those projectors, they project onto a smartboard. And the smartboard itself also needs USB for the touch capabilities. So does that make sense? So we're doing USB to go out HDMI to provide video from our computer, but then we're also using another USB over this hub to do the connectivity. And it's the same with touchscreens. So a touchscreen, just there's no projector, but same thing where we have USB hub. And again, USB to HDMI. and one USB for touchscreen connectivity. Two different examples there for connectivity with touchscreens. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for joining. Our presentation with the USB2Air. Now I'm going to do a live demonstration, and I actually have Zoom video conferencing up here. So I'll show this. Just kind of go a little bit to the side here, and I just want to show it working live. That's one of the things we like to do. So you can see here that this webcam right here is...
Oh, you already have it on. A little
bit. I've already got it on. So this webcam right here is completely wirelessly connected. So you can see transmitter here, host here, no other USB cables connected. And this, Kyle likes the drawing. Feel free, please, to take this drawing. We can maybe make an even better one. But you can see here that completely wireless, no latency. That's the thing. No latency at all. Absolutely zero latency. And that's what you need for web conferencing, but also a lot of the collaboration tools. You don't want it to be a second behind. It is absolutely zero latency. So that is our presentation on the USB2Air. The great thing is, we kind of went through pretty quickly on that. Matt Davis is letting us know that it's not USB 3.0 capable at this time from a bandwidth standpoint, but we are investigating ways to work toward the USB 3.0 goal.
Great. Do you need a powered USB hub for the webcams?
Yes, this is a powered USB hub, as you can see here, and that is something that I should put on my drawing here, is that the device over here, the host over here, that does receive power via the connection to your computer. But over here, you do need to plug that into power. So let's not forget that. Now again, a lot of the televisions and projectors where this would be nested, on top of the projector maybe, or on top of the touchscreen LCD, there is power there. But you do need power for this hub. This side obviously is powered over USB 2.0, right? But this side over here is the only side that does need power, so it needs to be a powered USB 2.0 hub. Which camera are you using to capture a feed of writing on a pad? Good question. We love showing off our studio, so if you guys have any questions about the studio, let us know. We are working on a wireless telestration system that should be in next week. But until then, we are using a camera in the ceiling, actually, that shoots down onto the table and allows us to capture just really old school analog drawing on paper, just a camera that shoots down. Very straightforward.
All right.
So that's our show.
One more question.
Okay, one more question.
How will this work in an office with many conference rooms right next to each other? Will they interfere with each other?
That's a great question. So these are point-to-point within a 20 to 30 foot radius, so they won't go through walls. They literally have to be point-to-point. So, and I'm glad you brought that up because the product in the box actually includes a USB 2.0 extension cable. And why do we do that? Because what you may find out that you need to do is, let's say your host PC, your host computer here is connected to the host transceiver, but the device is going over by a smartboard or a touchscreen or a tablet or a camera that maybe is behind a TV or behind something. You can use this extra cable to maybe drop it down, peek the transceiver out from behind the television. So it gives you that extra amount of cabling to come out from behind, because you may find that you want to you'll have the best if it's point to point, so each of those transceivers can see each other.
What transmission method is used? Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, frequency? Did you kind of just...
Oh, yeah. So it's not Bluetooth. It's not Wi-Fi. It is actually 2.4 gigahertz. So 2.4 gigahertz is in the FCC spectrum of wireless transmission for video. This is probably the highest bandwidth FCC video transmission system that you'll find on the market for USB. And the FCC has designed the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz video transmission spectrum, the frequency that we're using, to accept an interference. So what it does is there's actually multiple bands inside of the 2.4 gigahertz wireless spectrum. So if there was any other devices using the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum, like drones use it, there's other devices that use it, probably uncommon to find in a conference room, but if there was for some reason, it'll do something called bandwidth hopping. So it will start looking for the strongest 2.4 gigahertz connection on, let's say, 2.4.1, and then if that's taken, it'll go to 2.4.2, and then .3 until it finds the strongest connection that it can make, and it'll go ahead and go there. So Kevin has been testing the HuddleCam Go, and they're planning to order 25 on their small campus conference rooms, and if all goes well, they plan to get 100 more. Yay!
Yay!
I'm so glad that you were able to get one in your hands, because we're going to be giving away another. So here it is here, but this is one of the most popular products that we have. Just so rock solid made. One USB connection for video, audio, and control. It's just right there. And 3 buttons. So keep it simple, stupid. Volume up, volume down, and a mute. It makes it working. Oh, and we have a customer called Work Together, who is a co-working space that's putting these, and they're just allowing people to just rent them. I don't even know if they're making people pay for them, but they just have them sitting there, 3 or 4 of them, so that when someone needs to conference, grab one off the table, almost like you can rent audiovisual equipment in a library, for example. So Jim's asking if you can have multiple units in the same room. So yes, you can, because they do bandwidth hopping. I believe, and I don't know if Matt Davis can chime in here, but I believe you can have up to 4 in the same room.
Okay, Matt did respond, saying you can utilize up to 8 of these in a single area without interference.
Wonderful. So actually 8. That's great.
Looks like that covers it for the questions.
Great. So that covers it for the questions. We're going to roll the credits. Now we're going to pull a winner. I am going to go ahead and put the link to the giveaway in the chat really quickly, because there is... How much time do we have left?
If you guys like the show, don't forget to head to facebook.com/groups/HuddleCamHD and join our user group. We'd love to have you.
All right, we'll see you guys in a minute. I'm going to put the link to the giveaway in case anyone forgot to join. I'll put that in there, and we'll go ahead and see you soon. All right. Hey, everybody. So we're going to pull a winner in just a moment, but I did post the link to the giveaway in case anyone wants to just give a last moment to enter to win a HuddleCam Go. So let us know in the chat. Hopefully everyone can get there. We posted the link. This is a live giveaway, so you have to be watching live in order to claim your prize. There's a few different ways to join, so we'll just give you guys a couple minutes to get your last entries in for the giveaway. It's really a fun product. The cool thing I like about the HuddleCam Go is that there's no extra power. There's no extra cables. It's literally a single USB cable that will, the very first time it's plugged in, quickly install a driver. You won't even notice. And then it's available as a camera, a microphone, and a speakerphone for your computer.
For me.
Yeah, the link's working for me as well.
Everybody's saying it's not working.
Try
it again. Try it for me one more time.
Is Google truncating it? I think Google's truncating it.
I don't even know what that word means. Never heard that word in my life.
Let me see.
Yes, they must be truncating it. Precisely. Try HuddleCamHD.com/show because that is working for me.
Okay, that's working for you? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which I did post at the very beginning of the show. HuddleCamHD.com/show, and try that link there.
Wonderful. So HuddleCamHD.com/show. We just want to give you guys a last moment to enter to win 1080p. There's like a speakerphone, microphone,
Okay.
all in one. We've had a lot of winners on this show, so we want to. Is everyone getting there?
Yeah, I don't know, but it doesn't even matter because the giveaway is supposed to be over by now, anyways. Really,
Okay. So I just want to give everyone a last chance. We're going to go ahead and pull a winner now. So I'm going to pull a winner. We're going to pull 3 winners. We're going to pull 3 times, and you have to be live in the chat. So our first one, we have Chad Burton from Bradenton, Florida. Chad, are you here? We're going to give you, please, if you're in the chat and you're waiting for the live show, just say I'm here.
Chad Burton.
Say, hi, guys, because what we're going to do is we're going to pull 3, and we just want to just say, hi, I'm here. I'm from Texas. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from California. And just say your name so we know you're in the chat. And we'll just keep pulling. We're going to pull 3 winners until we hopefully get a winner, or else we'll just wait for next week. So Chad Burton, we're hoping that you're here. Been a fun presentation on the USB2Air. Contact our team if you want to learn more about the USB2Air.
Chad's here.
Chad's here.
We had such a quick one this time.
Congratulations, Chad. We will contact you soon. You have won a HuddleCam Go. Tess will get that out to you shortly.
Yes, I will. I'll be contacting you via email. Thank you guys all for watching today.
It's been fun. Tune in every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, and we're happy to have you.